What's going on, champs and chambits? It's FireMonkey here, and for some reason, Epic Games delayed their hotfix update by replacing it with another hotfix update that they then delayed as well, and it's all a confusing mess where, all this stuff's supposed to be happening today. We had leaks and everything, we had even the in-game newsfeed being updated for all this stuff, and then it finally becomes time for it, and the newsfeed gets updated, but then Epic Games removes the newsfeed and does all this weird stuff instead. So in today's YouTube video, we really just kind of got to sit down and talk with you guys about what is Epic Games even doing. So earlier today, the newsfeed got updated with this image right here talking about the Shield Breaker EMP grenade being enabled in the game. They were talking about how you can be able to find it from normal, like chests around the island, but also from heist bags as well, and we had leaks here and there regarding how the item would work, but this was just kind of in the newsfeed right at 9 a.m. Eastern time, which was, around 3 to 4 hours ago by the time the video is up, and a lot of people were like, okay, so it must be enabled in the game. However, they never released the hotfix update for it, meaning that despite it telling you in-game, being like, hey, this item that, technically you shouldn't know about if you don't look at leaks or whatever, is now enabled, it just never existed, right? They never pushed a hotfix to actually enable it, and then after that, when we thought, okay, maybe they're just going to enable it an hour or two later, they ended up removing the actual newsfeed for the EMP grenade and changing it with the newsfeed for the sticky grenade launcher. That's right, apparently they were like, okay, so we want to put the Shield EMP grenade, in the actual game or whatever, but we forgot to actually release that hotfix update, so as a panic, we're going to instead be like, here's a grenade launcher in the hotfix update, but then we're not going to launch that update either, and then eventually you get to where we're at right now, where the newsfeed has nothing in it for me except for play Fortnite on the go, and if I look at my mobile phone right now, and I look at what tabs it has, it's just telling me, the generic stuff like, new battle pass, no building required for 0 build, the rocket ram item in the new rank season. They removed all the hotfix little update notes and everything else here and there, and as of now, we're just sitting in a spot where it's like, okay, so they've advertised, the Shield Breaker EMP, they've advertised the sticky grenade launcher, and neither of those have actually released in the game, so what are we supposed to do now? Now, after, all this kind of speculation going on, me staying up for hours kind of just waiting to tweet out, here's all the changes and everything happening, here's your hotfix update, which I still will hopefully be making that video in the next few days, because if we go in our quest menu and we look at weekly quest, the week 2 quest, which will be available on Thursday, literally require you to use the Shield Breaker EMP, unless Epic Games decides to swap that challenge out with a different one very, very last minute, but I doubt it considering everything you need to know regarding the Shield Breaker EMP grenade is already prepared in the files and it's already ready to go. But after all this stuff, came out and after all of the time we spent waiting, we did get some updates here and there, such as Epic Games going ahead and scheduling the V26.10 update for next week, the week of September 11/12th, and then after that, Epic Games made even more out of the blue random changes that don't even relate to actually adding any content. So if we go in the item shop right now and we look at the Star Wars tabs, you have your generic Star Wars stuff that has been here for a while. You have Kylo Ren, you have, Kylo Ren is down here, I do believe, yeah, Kylo Ren, you have Anakin Skywalker, Darth Maul, you have all those type of stuff, but if we go down here to where, like the Sith Trooper where Boba Fett is, we have a tab missing in between them. If I go ahead and show this image on screen, all of these cosmetics in this row right here were removed from the item shop out of the blue for absolutely no reason at all, and this was Star Wars tab number 9. After that, however, even more tabs got removed, because if we look from the Boba Fett tab, which is right below where we just were, and we go down one more, we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi bundle, but in between there, we had once again another set of cosmetics that got removed for absolutely no reason at all. Now, these cosmetics can be viewed in-game, well, not in-game, but they can be viewed via API requests such as Discord bots or whatever. I won't recommend those to you guys or give you any advice on how to do it yourself, because simply put, that risk your account being compromised and everything, and I wouldn't want to promote anything like that to you guys if I didn't know it was 100% safe. But I do know something that some people may try here and there in order to actually get the cosmetics to show up in their item shop, and I want to debunk it right now in today's video, and that is changing your in-game language. As you can see here, I've actually changed mine to Japanese, but I've tried every single language between, that last segment I just recorded and the pause in between, and no, despite this actually working in previous updates and stuff before that, it doesn't appear like the 9th and 11th shop tab for the Star Wars collaboration will show up regardless of the language you actually have. So just keep that in mind. The only real way to actually go about obtaining those cosmetics, if you do want them, is either to use an API or something to actually purchase them, or to have a friend use an API to gift you. But of course, I'm not going to give you any advice on how to go about that, because it is shady, and I don't want to give you guys anything that might be shady or potentially put your account at risk, so just keep that in mind. For some reason, Epic Games, has been kind of slacking regarding the actual hotfix update. They have been actually pushing some things here and there, such as, the actual content update for next week being the downtime update, but for some reason, they've kind of just been removing stuff that they were supposed to be adding today and removing random things from the item shop, just probably because they can or something, when there isn't really any news why they're doing it that specific way. So hopefully the whole entire hotfix update regarding the shield breaker EMP and the sticky grenade launcher get enabled tomorrow. If it does, I'll make a video about it then. But with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's confusing YouTube video regarding all these weird changes that Epic Games is doing, such as randomly removing Star Wars cosmetics, putting things in the newsfeed that don't even end up releasing, and tons of weird little oddities like that. And I will catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. Subscribe if you like the content, and of course, that just kind of the support goes a long way. So I'll see you champs and champettes later. Peace out.